staffs push for their guys to attack the glass. So this one's going to be physical.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, we've got DeRozan. Malone is out there with Lewis. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Stockton in at the point guard.
Yeah, way to play an attack mode and get to the line.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Ewing. Well, the Utah Jazz, GA, have one of the highest win percentages in NBA history.
And they're probably the greatest franchise to never win a championship. They made the finals twice. Unfortunately, they had to face Jordan and the Bulls both times.
Both free throws good from Ewing. When you look at this Knicks roster, Greg, this is a team that feels it can make a deep playoff push.
And they have their stars. They have tons of young talent. Developing that talent and adding a piece or two should get them where they want to go.
Here's Brunson. That shot, no good. Excellent D from Stockton. DeRozan passes to Claxton. Down low. Here's Malone. Count that one.
Oh, that's a terrific dime from DeRozan, and this is why guys enjoy playing with him.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Pass to Ewing. Three-pointer on the way. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. First quarter, just over a minute played.
Knicks lead 2.
Stockton outside. Pass to DeRozan. Malone with it. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Malone's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal.
And DeRozan throws it down hard.
And that's the athleticism. When DeRozan takes off like that, he is looking to ring the bell.
And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Brunson surveying the D. Smith with a screen on DeRozan. Brunson with it. His last outing with 20 points. Lock at 6. Tipped away. Hard kicks to Smith. Shoots over Malone. And it's Utah with the rebound. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
Yeah, and the season series between these two, 4 games in all, starting tonight. A chance to stake out an advantage in the division.
Now here's Stockton. Pass to Brunson. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. The pass to Hart. The feed to Smith. 6 to shoot. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He's become a dependable offensive rebounder. Smith is someone you got to keep a body on.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. And the Jazz seem ahead of schedule, Greg, but where can they take another step forward?
Well, turnovers have been a problem. They commit a lot, and they don't force a ton either defensively. So closing that differential will help them on the possession battle.
The Knicks making a switch here. Juzang's checked in. Jazz also changing it up. Kyle Anderson comes in for Rashard Lewis. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for DeMar DeRozan. Malone, bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. From deep, Brunson. Rebounded by the Jazz. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Yeah, you know they wanted a few of those plays back. What a tough way to go out in that one.
Yeah, really a game that they should not have lost, but sometimes even when you play your best, it might not be good enough.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor, not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Ewing, a screen on Anderson. Here's Brunson. The jumper from the free throw line is good.
And that in-between J, Brunson capable.
Utah trailing here. Anderson outside to the paint. Here's Malone. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Malone's got 8 points.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Pass to Smith. Here's Bridges. Some nice passing by New York here. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look for New York. Vanderbilt's checked in for Smith. Porter comes in for Bridges. And it's Clarkson in for Jalen Brunson.
Jordan Clarkson.
Clarkson passes to Vanderbilt. Here's Juzang. Clarkson surveying the floor. Shoots over Stockton. 3 seconds left. And Clarkson with the layup.
Near the basket, sometimes you got to do some things with the basketball just to get it up on the glass. Pretty creative shot there from Jordan.
Malone sets the pick for DiVincenzo. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's on Patrick Ewing.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And still so much, Greg, to learn about these teams. When do we get a sense of a team's true identity?
Well, not this early in the season. I'd say at least a quarter of the way through it. That's when you kind of get a sense of a squad's chemistry.
And that one misses.
And Malone, a remarkable power forward. His footwork, incredible. And that jump shot is wet.
Good on the second free throw. Greg, you spent your first 4 seasons playing in New York. What's that like?
When the Knicks are winning, Kevin, there is no place you'd rather be. The fans are incredibly smart, loyal, and they'll treat you like a king. But no doubt that media pressure is for real. Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
For New York, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Lewis checked in for Anderson.
At the line, 1 shot.
One shot.
You know, Brent, back during the 2022 free agency, the New York Knicks signed Jalen Brunson. What a terrific move.
Yes, Kevin, an incredible free agent get for the New York Knicks. Brunson, a winner, and establishing all of the things that the Knicks want to be about as they start to build out the foundation of their team. Jalen averaged over 24 points a game in his first year as a New York Knick. That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
And again, it's the Knicks missing. Jazz trail by 3. Stockton outside. Passes it to Malone. And Jared Vanderbilt gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Stockton. No scoring in this one. Lewis on the wing. Guarded by Porter. Just 5 on the clock. Lewis misses. So for New York, their last game a win against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Juzang can't hit. And so Stockton will bring it up for Utah. They trail by 3. Pass to Claxton. Feeds to Malone. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Malone sets the pick for Lewis. Back to Malone. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
That was a nice pass from Lewis, demonstrating that he's more than just a scorer.
The pass to Juzang. On the wing, Ewing. The rebound by Malone.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here's Stockton. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Detroit.
And, guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one. Seriously, put on a passing clinic.
Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Porter with the screen for Vanderbilt. And it's blocked.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Pass to Claxton. Malone with it. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. Well, you look at Claxton, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
He didn't miss many easy chances last year, and he made the most of the tough ones as well. What a fantastic percentage.
And the first one drops. A different look for Utah. Nurkic checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Cameron Thomas comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's White in for John Stockton. That misses, so he splits the free throws. New York trailing. Porter in the corner. Passes it to Vanderbilt. Brunson against White. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Trying to realize what to do in the screen and roll situation. Clarkson connecting with a teammate.
Jazz have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Pass to Lewis. Nurkic a screen on Porter. Lewis outside. Fires the 3. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Clarkson kicks to Vanderbilt. 3-pointer. And Clarkson gets it to go on the assist by Porter. And it's a 3-point Knicks lead.
Clarkson draining one from deep, something he has to continue to work on. Stretch out the floor.
White setting the pick for Malone. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Then for the Jazz, Toppin comes in for Karl Malone. And DeMar DeRozan subbed in for Cameron Thomas. Smith the pass to Hartenstein.
Well,
Bridges doing a good job fighting hard past the foul, even after the release.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Last year, 90%, and he was right there among the best in the league with that percentage.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
Bridges is shooting a high percentage, and the game really does come naturally to him.
Both free throws good from Bridges.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Lewis outside. Back to DeRozan. Fires from 14. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Hart the pass to Brunson. It's stolen by DeRozan. The feed to Lewis. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Now, how about the finish from Lewis? Shrugging off the contact and keeping that focus on the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The free throw drops for Lewis.
And Lewis, one of those guys that can fit into a lot of different roles. But depending on what his team needs, he's got a diverse skill set, he's got size, and this guy loves shooting the three.
Now with 2 fouls here in the first quarter, everything changes for him. He's got to be more careful on defense.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
The Knicks shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off.
And ever since he came straight out of high school into the NBA, there's always been a drive in Josh Smith. He plays like he's got something to prove.
No good on the second free throw.
And big guys often struggle with injuries, and Yusuf Nurkic has certainly had his fair share.
Yeah, Greg, it's been disappointing, but despite the setbacks, he always plays hard, and he hasn't let those incidents scare him, still wanting to go out there and bang around on the inside.
Now here's Brunson following the miss by DeRozan. Bridges for 3. Toppin pulls it in. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Utah Jazz. To the inside. Here's White. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. New York's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. DeRozan against Hart. Back to Brunson. The pass to Smith. 4 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. And the Knicks miss again. Utah has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Nurkic the pass to Lewis. It's White on the wing. Nurkic a screen on Hart. Here's White. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Smith sets the pick for Brunson. The dish to Smith, and they pick up 2. Smith's got it all tied up now for the Knicks.
And no fear of where the D was on that one. Smith going right to the basket.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Bridges with the steal. Here's Hart. He has yet to score. Now Brunson. Shot clock at 6. Fires from deep. It's good from long range. And now a 3-point Knicks lead.
Brunson making the right call. The pick and roll gets in totally set up.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. New York ahead. They lead by 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Knicks.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. You've got Yusuf Nurkic. Kobe White is out there with DeRozan. Then there's Obi Toppin. And it's Anderson in at the 3 slot. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. New York City remains a basketball mecca. NYC legend and former Knick Mark Jackson always talks up the basketball environment. He says, coming up in New York is all about the grit, the grind, the edge, the competitiveness, the swag, the confidence, the struggle, and the embracing of the bright lights. Kevin?
Well, it's all there, and it is the biggest stage for sure. David, thanks. Now here's White. Kicks to DeRozan. The 3. It's rebounded by Brunson.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And the 3 ball is good.
Bridge is confident right now, and I like to see him just be quick with those kind of decisions.
Anderson right side for the 3. Nurkic can't hit. The Knicks leading by 6. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Bridges, no one around him. No good from outside.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
White looking around. Nurkic a screen on Hart. Here's White, and White slams it in.
The IQ of White, reading those pick and rolls and just taking what the D gives him.
Anderson against Brunson. Bridges outside. Shoots from the baseline, and the Knicks good for 2.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Utah calls timeout. And the classic, the bank shot. Very popular at one time. What happened to it?
I think the only time you really see it, Kevin, is when guys are going in for layups at full speed and trying to take some of that speed off the basketball. But guys really just don't get the ball in possession where they're going to use a good angle off the glass. Those are usually mid-range shots. How many of those do you see?
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Utah. Malone comes in for Toppin. From the line. Oh, offensive interference. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Bridges dishes to Smith. Bridges passes to Hart. Over to the left wing. Here's Brunson, and again it's New York.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Jazz trail by 8. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. And DeRozan kicks to White, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
And while we have a moment, let's check the stats for DeRozan. Coming off a terrific season, he averaged 24 per clip, 5 assists and 4 rebounds.
And guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
Now, here's Bridges. And he's going up for the alley-oop. It's stolen by DeRozan. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. Stripped away. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Bridges outside. Good on the three-point shot. And now it's an 11-point New York lead.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
White down low. He hits it from 9. White's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Now here's Brunson. He has 7. Anderson with the block. And here's DeRozan. Outside, White. Malone sets the pick for White. And they call an illegal screen here. Now we have a chance. Let's take a look at the teams that led the NBA in rebounding last season. In third, the Knicks.
It was really an impressive campaign for their bigs. And honestly, I think the whole team did a great job of getting bodies on bodies and controlling that defensive backboard.
A different look for Utah. Rashard Lewis. He's checked in for Kyle Anderson. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for White. And it's Stockton in for DeMar DeRozan. Now here's Porter. Hasn't made one yet.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Here is Stockton. They trail by 9 points. To the middle, Malone. And it's slammed in by Malone.
And just the ultimate in the pick and roll is Malone. He just excels with that hard dive to the right spot there after setting that screen.
And up top, he's defended by Stockton. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
DiVincenzo finds Stockton. It's rebounded by New York. They've led by as many as 11 points. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
Now here's Stockton. Malone, a screen on Porter. Stockton against Porter. Lewis with the 3. That's good, and a nice assist from Stockton. Stockton's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, you got to love the recognition there. Stockton just so unselfish, always looking to find the open man.
It's Ewing high post. Fades back, and that one is good. Ewing's got 7 points in the game.
He was wide open, but just to make sure, he put a little fade on that jumper.
Stockton looking around. Pass to Malone. Fader on the way. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
What I appreciate about Malone is he just understands his strengths and is incredible at playing to them.
Here's Juzang. And it's off from 3-point range. Jazz trail by 4. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Malone with it. Ewing defending. Malone in the post. He's against Ewing. Malone kicks to DiVincenzo. 3 on the clock. And there's another one for the Jazz.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
New York calls timeout.
Once again, fans, make some noise for your Knicks City Dancers.
Pass to Juzang. On the wing, Porter. Ewing sets a screen for Porter. Stolen by Lewis. And there's the pass to DiVincenzo. He's off on that one. And so Clarkson will bring it up for the New York Knicks. And it's Ewing in the corner. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Not just a scorer. Clarkson is very willing to dish it when a teammate's open.
Pass to Malone. It's rebounded by New York. Ewing's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Porter. Rebound, Utah.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Lewis passes to Malone. And Malone with the stuff.
I love watching Malone just use that strength. He's so good at just kind of burrowing his way inside and then finishing above.
Greg, here we are watching Claxton. Who does he remind you of?
You know, Kevin, defensively, he looks a lot like 80 out there. Similar builds. And Claxton can also handle the ball a little bit. Just want to see if this guy can develop an ability to play facing up to the basket.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's DeRozan in for Dante DiVincenzo. Now, here's Bridges, who's coming off a 13-point game against Indiana.
Well, if the defense is going to give Bridges a lot of looks like this, he's got to continue to knock them down.
Brunson against Stockton. Nurkic a screen on Brunson. Stockton down low. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Up top, DeRozan. Passes to Malone. 6 on the shot clock. Lewis with the 3. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
New York's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Pass to Hart. Here's Ewing. He's guarded by Nurkic. Ewing against Nurkic. Ewing can't get it to go.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
There's the pass to Malone.
2 minutes. First half. 2 minutes.
And it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
Considered one of the strongest players in the league, Malone doesn't get distracted by a little contact.
Bridges outside. To the inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul. First team foul.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Utah?
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Ewing. 1:37 left to play in the first half. Stockton outside. Here's Nurkic. No good on the shot. Excellent defense there from Ewing. The Knicks with the lead. Hart the pass to Brunson. Pass to Ewing. Shoots over Malone. And there's Patrick Ewing on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got his 5th assist in this one. Jazz trail by 3. On the wing, Stockton. Brunson covering. Here's Malone. And he banks in the layup. Malone's got 24 points.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
Now here's Brunson. He has 7. Passes it to Ewing. Shoots over Nurkic. Ewing can't get it to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
7-second difference, shot game clock. Stockton the pass to Malone.
And in the first quarter, he was consistently getting to the line and really causing headaches for the D. Haven't seen that same type of consistency here in the second.
So far in the game, he's gone 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Free throw drops from Malone. And both free throws good for Malone. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. Smith with a screen on DeRozan. Brunson, no good. Karl Malone getting it done for the